Всем привет, друзья, с вами Арагорн. Мы продолжаем. Сейчас мы продолжаем играть в Hogwarts Legacy. Опять сек. Сейчас 5 сек. Сейчас. Так, ну все, продолжаем. Сейчас у нас все, подожди, давай. Вот тут торговец.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
Так, можно задать вам несколько вопросов о вашей лавке и этой деревне.
I'd like to ask you a few things if you don't mind.
What would you like to know?
Так. Расскажите о своей лавке.
What sorts of things do you sell?
Potions. I brew each one myself, using only the finest ingredients. I assure you, you won't find their equal anywhere, even in Hogsmeade.
Так, расскажите о себе.
How did you come to live here in Cambridge?
I've only been here a few
кажется, я уже
years.
это
Used to sell my
слышал.
wares as I travelled. It was an exhausting life, but I never minded it. One day, my travels brought me through Cambridge. I fell in love. Though my travels continued, my heart remained here. So I eventually returned and opened this shop. Been here ever since. I shall live out my days here in Cambridge if I have any say in it, which I suppose I do.
Расскажите мне об этой деревне.
Would you mind telling me a little about Cambridge?
You've likely heard talk of the thieving troll that unfortunately settled in the area. Been terrorizing people, robs all who pass by. So you'd be wise to remain vigilant whilst traveling near Cambridge. You would not want to come face to horrid face with that monstrous thing.
Так, можно взглянуть на ваши товары.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for
Так,
today?
какие товары вообще? Ну, тут там ничего интересного нету. Тут рябиновый отвар. Но можно вот это продать. Потихонечку. Набирать будем деньги.
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Так, хорошо. Ага. Ясно.
Thank you again for delivering those.
Ну что, до задания, до квест выполнить можно. Вот с картами водит у нас.
I should investigate.
Fascinating, truly
привет.
fascinating. Wish I had the
Альтея
energy.
Крутникс.
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find
Прям
myself
ведьма.
to be quite the engaging conversationalist
ведьма
since my
должна
husband
выглядеть.
passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
Так, люблю головоломки.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds
Хотя я
fascinating.
не люблю
You see,
никакие
I
головоломки.
suspected
Типа,
you'd be
головоломки
interested,
такие.
and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle.
Волки, вот
My
такая
husband
ведьма.
Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
Так, где эта статуя?
Where can I find this statue?
It's not far from Irondale. It's down by the shore, near those old ruins. You can't
Было.
miss it.
Да, посмотрим, что из этого выйдет.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of youth. I do hope you'll be able to solve the puzzle. If not for me, then in Greville's memory.
Так.
I should look into the statue Madam Twiddle mentioned.
Тут недалеко.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. This looks like the statue Madam Twiddle mentioned.
Так. Да, бля.
Why are there so many vases around here?
Ага, вот статуя.
I suppose I should try to find all the vases. Revelio. I think there should only be a few more vases. Revelio.
Так.
Revelio. I'm nearly finished. One more vase.
Все.
That's it. I should tell Madam Twiddle about what happened.
Так. Боевая арена. Вот так вот. Баба. Запустить область до пульса. Так, до пульса, говоришь. До пульса это вот это. Что такое? О, так. Так, следующее. Так, перевернуться.
You won't get away with that. Run won't be stopped.
Ты урон замороженный враг. Так, замороженный враг. Так, замороженный враг. Подожди. Привет, Алекс. Заебали. Да просто не спится. Да я это... давно как бы Ронина. Ой, фу, давно как бы по времени поставил стрим на сегодня. Думаю, надо продолжить. Ронина скачал, но пока что он еще не вышел. Воду. Да, блин. Как мне? Да, блин. Не получилось.
How nice of you to stop by. You're really not very good at this, are you?
An utterly pitiful display.
Ага.
This'll be a lark. Potato. Descender. Was that just that? Take it. You won't stop me. Capulso. Descendo.
Are you quite finished?
Place it.
That was unimpressive. When are you going to...
Someone thinks they can outlast me.
No,
I've been
Budu.
fighting since before you were born. Stupid. Let me open I will not.
Enjoy suffering.
Over here. Shut up. I don't think you know. Leviosa. Gotcha. Accio. Descendo. Leviosa. Potato.
No, that's better.
Descendo.
На, сука.
An intruder.
I'll cut you from shoes to shadows. Potato.
If only Reverend were here to see this.
Ай, бля. Так, и где? Готово. Вернуться в высокогорье. Жестко. Перенес. О, кольчик, крутникс.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. Revelio.
Так, поговорю.
Mrs. Twiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Yes. I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done! Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a thirst for
Эти статуи
knowledge and a
придется
quick
потом
mind.
заново, типа,
Well,
испытания
my
там сделать
curiosity has been
полностью на 100%.
satisfied. Thank you for that. Who knows what I'll encounter on my next constitutional? Oh, my husband
пока это
would be
сложно
so
сделать,
pleased to know he was right about that
Потому
statue.
что у нас как бы не все всегда эти сделаны. Магия не вся есть. Вот это таланты. Заклинания. О. Все. Снаряжение. Так. Ага. Палочка только. Перед заданием. Сидим вместе. Вот это задание выполнено. Так, я здесь не понял. Не помню. Ага, вот. Себастьяну Филд Крофт Стрит, значит.
You made it.
Так, привет, Себастьян. Благодарен.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it. Even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Так,
This way.
хорошо. Давай, погнали.
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Так, колодец в Филдкрофте. Колодец в Филдкрофте пересох около 400 лет назад во время сильной засухи. К сожалению, в результате этого многие жители деревни погибли, в том числе, по крайней мере, один маленький мальчик, чей отец отказывался говорить в течение многих лет после происшествия. Легенда гласит, что ситуацию удалось спасти, когда группа доброжелательных ведьм и волшебников использовали невиданную ранее мощную магию, чтобы вернуть воду в этот регион. Вот так.
Revelio.
Так, ну пошли. Сейчас придет дядя Себастьяна и
Sebastian, where did you...
начнется.
Is that what I think it
We've
is?
been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Что сейчас случилось, интересно?
I'm sorry you had to see
Я
that.
поговорю с Анной.
If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Так,
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
поговорим. Фетя. Так, коллекция у нас. Так. Вот это теперь. Ваши процентов. Так. Давай поговорим-ка.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Давай базарись.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
Так. Может, ничего
It
нельзя
could be
делать.
that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Так. теперь с Анной поговорим.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Поговорим с Анной.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch.
And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being at Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home. It's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Говорит Себастьян.
Revelio.
Вот так. Так, манекены для тренировок. Жители Фелдкрофта иногда используют их, чтобы попрактиковать в использовании заклинаний, особенно в свете недавних нападений гоблинов.
Revelio.
Так, поговорим тогда с Себастьяном.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Он хочет поступить правильно.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Revelio.
All the you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Так, Глациус.
There's a dead wizard in my book.
Китайской. Жующей капусты.
This Rather unwise coming back this way.
Голосос.
Lucky, that's all. I hate wasting my time with plants. I won't rest till I will make you pay. But this is sad. Really, it is. An utterly pitiful display.
Confringo!
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Expelliarmus! Protego!
You've made your last mistake.
Так, еще один козел.
You're like a glum bumble beneath fire. Impressed. One less human to mine. Let's get this over with. I won't rest until dead.
Glacius!
No! How such arrogance! Ooh, this shouldn't take long. I won't rest. Someone's rather unwise coming back this way. No! You can't stop us. You don't know who you're playing with.
Not send wide. Glacius!
You are what's thrown in the inlet.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you. Revelio!
Так, что да? Как поговорить сегодня?
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Ну вот тут как бы сюжетом есть, но его как бы не все время сюжет должен быть.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billions, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio.
Так, хорошо. Ага, вот. Картина, которая нам нужна, как раз.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Это картина с этими. Как его называют?
Revelio.
С одним из как основателей Хогвартс, там не основателей.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Так, поговорить с Себастьяном.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach.
Та Алекс тут?
She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts, where you ended up via a portal. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that?
Спать
The
только время
point is, we
терять.
both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Скоро уж Игорь, наверное,
Look at
будет
this.
стримить этого Ронина.
Someone piled this here for a
Чтобы
reason.
найти подсказку.
Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Так, куда ты лезешь?
Accio! Descendo!
Так, ладно.
Cavalso!
Все.
Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio!
Ага, вниз.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Ну, вот это вот свет в подвал.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Так, свет в подвал. А вот.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Ну да, там сюжет интересный. Я играл. Прям да. Суперски. Но я не до конца проходил. Это я основную не проходил до конца. Так. Здесь гоблинов. Так, все. Теперь коллекции. Теперь сюда. Теперь сюда. Инвентарь. И снаряжение. Снаряжение тут минус уходит. %27%. Так, хорошо, сразу.
Revelio.
Следует в подвал. Где?
Expelliarmus. Accio. Depulsor.
Это.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What?
Характеристики.
A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Поговорить с Себастьяном.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Так, вот так, войти в крипту. Сейчас хоп, и в крипте. Вуаля, и мы тут.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Вот для чего нужна дверь в крипту. Чтобы открыть вход какой-то.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Так, оборать.
Anything helpful in the note?
Изображение руны. Себастьян, поговорим.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking.
Сейчас же
A
скоро
keeper lived in that
выйдет
house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Так, инвентарь. Сейчас. Глянем. Ронин. А, уже вышло. Время уже. А, ну да. 12 часов есть уже. Завтра поиграем в Ронина. Постримим. Так, сейчас. Задание. Профессора Честного. Давиду Тентакулу. Мадам Куганы. Вот это вот. Так, карта мира. Так. Сюда переместимся. Пойдем сейчас за шариками летать.
There we go.
Так, все. Так, теперь следующее. Вот сюда. Третий.
That's it.
Так, все, отлично. Так, ага, вы, мадам, теперь вернемся. Карта Хогвартса. Ну быстрее. Открывайся.
Revelio.
Welcome back.
Так,
Have you
привет.
finished your
Мадам
assignment?
Хагава.
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say. And you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice Arresto Momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match.
Так,
Precise,
сейчас надо
deliberate movements.
Arrest momentum. Так, arrest momentum. Ага, ясно.
Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible. Perhaps before...
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
Так.
Sorry, never mind.
The dragon should not exhale if it is not looking to engage.
Задание завершено. Обязательно нам Хагава.
Revelio. Revelio.
Так. Задания появились. Поговорить с Себастьян. Кровное родство. Сейчас призрак нашей любви. Это понятно, карту надо. Тут использовать карту. Тут волонтимый масок. Тайник в замке. Третий ориентир. Кровное родство. Вот это можно. Так, теперь карта. Так. Вообще, давайте сюда. Сюда телепортируемся. Потом.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a
Уизли.
moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
Так, не терпится увидеть, что ты там варишь.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Умно, но с радостью.
Sounds simple enough. And who wouldn't want to go to Honeyduke's?
Ah, brilliant. Thank you. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the 3rd floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Так, по-твоему, это не воровство?
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed. Trust me.
Попросил бы обокрасть. Может, попросишь кого-нибудь купить их тебе?
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig things?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
Я попробую.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig things for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction.
Так.
A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. Revelio. This looks like the right statue.
Yes, I told you. You're very clever.
What was the password? Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Сейчас. Да, я с Remote Play стримлю. Сколько весит? Ой, я точно не скажу, сейчас посмотрю. Пух. А, 95 гигов. Ну там еще патч выходил какой-то.
Revelio.
Так, портрет полной дамы. Этот портрет охраняет гостиную Гриффиндора. Требуй пароль от любого, кто хочет войти. Известно, что она, ее подруга Виолетта, бродит по другим портретам, периодически прикладываясь к стоящим там чанам с вином. Да не сказал бы много, блин. Ты посмотри, сколько весит колода. Там до хера просто гигов.
Revelio.
Блин.
Stop a moment.
Revelio.
Listen to our song.
Compulso. Revelio.
Карта Аргелшира. На этой карте изображен Аргелшир, регион в Шотландии, где находятся гибридские острова, родина гибридского черного дракона.
Revelio.
Дезмонд Долговязый. Это статуя волшебника Дезмонда, долговязого, высокого и худого волшебника, который, кажется, очень гордится собой. По какой причине, никто точно не знает. Так, теперь.
Incendio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Mine now, Demi guys.
Теперь берем вот так. Вот так.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Ну, я не знаю, будет ли. Так, это мы маску взяли.
Revelio.
Так, я не помню, вот где находится эта ведьма Иванка. Так, короче. Теперь сюда. Инвентарь. Так, снаряжение. Надо будет все закрыть, точнее все продать. Привет, Игорь.
Revelio.
Я знаю, что Ронин вышел. Он же вышел уже 30 минут назад, наверное. Что? Так, лампочка.
Lumos.
Whoever played that note needs to reconsider their profession.
Да, хорошо, Игорь. Алекс, тебе спать никогда.
Revelio.
Мы тебе на законном уровне запрещаем спать. Сейчас мой чувак возьмет палочкой тебе. Ты больше не будешь спать. Сука, где эта ёбаная статуя? Так. Котяра. А, вот она, блин. Ёбаная ведьма.
Descendium. Goodness. Who knew this was all down here?
Так, зайди там.
Revelio. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken though.
Что тут? Попробуй вот это.
Descendo! I need to fix the lift before I can use it. Lumos. Accio! Descendo! Arresto momentum. Lumos. Lumos. Descendo. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Так, это хорошо.
Confringo.
А, наверное.
Reparo.
Вот. Отремонтируем сейчас.
Revelio. That seems to have done the trick.
Так, это все хорошо. Сейчас откроем. Хотя нахер ему только это режим в качество не нужно Ронину. Можно было бы и двумя обойтись.
Incendio. I'm trapped. How am I going to get out of here? Accio.
Так.
Levioso. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Окей, Игорь. Наверное, скоро спать пойду. Так.
I'm going to have to get past this. Revelio.
Так.
Reparo.
Так, а тут... Блин.
Levioso. Reparo. Levioso. Incendio. Reparo. Levioso. Something is getting in the way of that platform. Reparo. Descendo. Levioso. That did the trick.
Вот так вот.
This must be the way. I need to find a way to open that gate. Incendio! Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes.
Сладкое королевство. Я рано просто встаю.
Honeydukes.
Поэтому и спать хочу.
I can
Я
smell the
встаю
chocolate.
в 8 часов.
Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth?
Так.
Revelio. I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe is going to turn out. Revelio.
Так, это наверху, наверное. Точно, карамельные бомбы. Эти лакомства взрываются, когда их едят, хотя это вряд ли можно привести к серьезным травмам, но жевать их рекомендуется предельно аккуратно. Так, сюда. Так, инвентарь. Снаряжение. 53.
Revelio.
Так, летучие шипучки. Эти восхитительные сладости, содержащие, по слухам, жало веретениц, представляют собой маленькие шарики, шербета, которые при употреблении в пищу поднимают вас в воздух на несколько дюймов.
Revelio.
Так, теперь карта Хогвартса. Сюда.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Сейчас завершим задание, короче, я думаю. А потом надо будет зайти вот в выручай комнату. Там открыть все предметы. Вот и все. все.
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywigs things.
You got them! Incredible.
Так, вот они.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whiz beer.
Все. Готово. Так. Так, это все. Так, это минусовые. Так, еще раз перчатки. Так, тоже вниз идет. Тоже вниз. Тоже вниз. Вверх. Так, теперь карта. Так. Так, тут два задания. Ну, все устают, Алекс. Но можно посидеть и подольше. Так, ждать. Так, сейчас. Так. Найди. Я забыл уже.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did.
Кажись, был.
Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Так, порой не пугает.
Well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
Как некрасиво.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Так, что меня там ждет?
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
В Гарри Поттере, что в игре, что в фильме не было столько потайных проходов. А тут прям вообще. Попробуй чем-нибудь помочь.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Так, хорошо. Ядовитая отвага.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
Так, что ли? Так. За тебя. Спихиваем. Давай быстрее. Так.
Incendio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Incendio. Accio.
Так. Чё, как искусство, башня?
Have you found anything to prove my bravery yet?
I adore that outlet.
Хрен знает.
Yes, but what good is knowledge when you really think about it?
Ну, быстрее.
Revelio. Accio. These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. Incendio!
Вот так. Потайной коридор травологии.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
Теперь нам тут.
devil's snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Incendio! I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Ядовитого тентакула.
Revelio.
Теплицы. Теперь. Так. Так, вернись к Ганданкану какому. Ну, к этому чуваку, короче, вернуться.
Have you found anything to, prove my...
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Без проблем. Держи.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunking for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunking for me.
Готово. Инвентарь. Таланты. Заклинания пока нету. Темное искусство. И снаряжение. Так, теперь вот сюда.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Nelly. Spire.
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nelly, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Так. Может, ты сама займешься ключами?
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Зачем директриса это сделала?
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Так, я займусь этим.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Найдите странный ключ. А сейчас с ключами будет вот эта херня. Тебе надо до замков доводить.
I think he was hungry.
Revelio.
Гобелен с изображением Варнавы вздрученного. На этом гобелене изображена глупая попытка Варнавы вздрученного обучить троллей балету. Можно лишь представить, какое влияние это оказало бы на искусство, если бы его усилия увенчались успехом. Блин. Варнава вздручили его.
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me. Revelio. There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Got it. An old coin.
Так,
Perhaps Nelly knows what it means.
Первое получили. Так, теперь вернуться к каналу. Можно ждать, конечно. Ну, пойдем сходим лучше. К Нелли. Задание выполнил, еще одно.
That behind her rather stocky.
Revelio.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant. What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Ravenclaw house chest.
А, теперь жетон ставим. Сундук, который у нас на факультете находится. Помните, как Тибран. Все будем.
This seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
16 штук, еще 15. Так, ясно. Инвентарь. Ну, тут понятно. Так. Это используется карту. Используется карту. Это понятно. Найти ясно. Откроем раз, два. Хотя подожди. Ага. А, тут ничего нет. Так, сейчас 5 секунд и приду. Так, что ж, продолжаем. Так, куда?
Revelio.
Еще одна. Круто. Жетон факультета взяли. Нормально.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Знаю.
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse, also known as the torture curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Все. И готово. Сейчас посмотрим. Так. Сейчас сначала карты. Ага. Так, инвентарь. Так, ладно, друзья, давайте будем заканчивать. Что ж, с вами был Арагорн. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте большие пальцы вверх. Всем удачи и всем пока-пока.